Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the second video in the series. So we went over settings, which is the first thing you need to fix whenever you start the game. In this episode, I'm going to explain to you um, the basic features of the game. So you have, like right here, this is your lobby. This is where you can select your matches and stuff like this. And you could turn auto match off if you don't want it to automatically throw you in with randos. Now, playing with randos in this game is not awesome. Most randos will either A, try to kill you, B, steal your loot whenever you get killed, so you'll have to jump on bodies basically to get loot. Um, so it's always riskier playing with randos. Common etiquette in this game when you play with somebody else is if you get the kill, you get first loot on it. And then once they're done, then leftover scraps get divvied up between whoever's left, in the teammate. And that's just common etiquette in these looter shooter types games. But when you play with randos, etiquette kind of goes out the window. They'll jump on your bodies. You'll have to jump on theirs in order to get any kind of loot. And it kind of sucks. There will be zero communication. They'll just be running around doing whatever. They'll probably get you killed. Most people don't play with randos. Just a FYI in this game. So you have a couple different settings down here. This is third person view, which is the standard view. If you're on mobile, this is probably going to be preferable to you. There is some first person modes. They've been reducing them, but very occasionally, like once in a blue moon, you can get first person. They set it to certain periods of time throughout the day. On PC, I don't know what it is on mobile because I'm a PC player. You might want to refer to somebody else who has videos for more mobile aligned advice. But they only offer threes for first person, and it's in shelter. Now you can solo if you're decent. Like once you get good, I go in solo into threes. And usually this is pretty dead anyway, so you're lucky if you even see a three-man team on here. A lot of people would just go solo in threes, but it's only open certain periods of time throughout the day, and you'll have to figure that out for yourself because I can hardly tell. Sometimes it'll give me a little notification over here when it's actually open later on. Up here, you can now switch between your server. So you can queue for the server you logged in at, or you can select other servers. Right now for PC, there's only NA and C. If you're on mobile, I think you have access to like EU. Lucky you. But yeah. And if you do this quick match thing, like it'll allow you to. This is a new setting that allows you to queue for like all the modes or certain modes. I think you can select it somewhere. Yeah, here. You can select which ones you want to queue for. And it'll give you a random game, whatever match is available soonest. But right here you have 3 different maps that are open all the time. Shelter is the standard version of the game. Red Beach is a really close quarters, kind of like you're completely in like this, encapsulated in a building with hallways and stuff. So this is very close range. There are some long hallways, but it's mostly close range combat, kind of like Modern Warfare run and gun style. And then you have Desert, which is a big open map. It's more built for long ranges, although there are tunnels for close range in some of the maps. And there's probably, I think, 4 or 5 different maps, which are all encompassing to one giant map. And you can only play the giant map, I think, on C, and it's a 4-player map. So there's teams of 4. And it's basically all of the single individual instance maps of this, which there's 4 or 5 of them, put together in one gigantic map that you can play on. But if you're a PC player like me, you can only play that mode on C, and I think only at certain times of the day. Otherwise, for PC, on like NA, which is what I play on, there's only 2s, and it's only in third person right now. Like I said, there's not that many PC players, because the cheating in this game gets kind of bad at times, and they run off all the legit players away from this game, and they They've reduced it down. There used to be solos, now it's only duos. You can still queue if you turn auto match off by yourself. If you forget to turn auto match on, you're never going to get a game. So that's one of the things. Like if you forget to turn auto match off on a lot of these that are multiplayer only, you're probably never going to get a game, because almost, like I said, nobody plays with randos. So they always turn this off. If they're queuing by themselves, they haven't invited somebody off of their friends, they're queuing by themselves and they don't have this on. You'll rarely see a game with auto match. So when you're queuing, another thing is, when you queue, a little timer will pop up, and in this game, at about 3 minutes, like it says, anything less than 3 minutes, you're probably going to get players. If the time it takes to create a match gets over 3 minutes, the game will sometimes just throw you into a game with bots. So if you want to make sure you don't get bots, then you have to cancel the queue and re-queue before 3 minutes. If you don't care if you get into a bot game, you just want to play and you're like, whatever, I'll play with bots, let it go. It'll go up to 3 minutes, and then after that, if there's only 1 or 2 other players queuing or nobody at all, it'll usually create a game, at least on Shelter. On Red Beach, it will not throw you in a bot game, because there's no bots in Red Beach. There's no bots in this mode. This mode, there's fewer bots than in Shelter, but it will create a lesser game or a bot game for Desert if you queue for this. So that's going to be it for this video. I just went over the matching and stuff like that so that you can understand matching. And in the next video, I'm going to go over like the settings and stuff like this, like all this stuff up here, so that you can understand what's going on with all these menus and stuff in the game. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.